Amen. The Honourable Prime Minister, the members of the landowning units, the various landowning units who've actually very graciously allowed us to carry out this extension of the runway, the Executive Chair of AFL, Board Member Datuk Madhuwata, the various Cabinet Ministers, the Commissioner of Police, and other stakeholders, and of course Your Excellency representing the Chinese government. Ladies and gentlemen, my task this morning is very, very pleasant and will also be very, very short. I'm here to give a vote of thanks, and it would be amiss of me not to mention, first up, the Honourable Prime Minister, as highlighted by the Executive Chair of AFL. None of what we are seeing today in Fiji, the modernization of infrastructure, the thought process that's gone into the planning, what the ministers are doing, the changes you see in the modernization of our infrastructure, our education system, none of this would have been possible without the vision of the Honourable Prime Minister. It is he is the person who's driving it all, and it is his vision for Fiji of creating a modern nation state that has stability, equality and security built into it that has driven all these changes. And ladies and gentlemen, we here are merely to ensure that that vision is fulfilled. So anybody that partners and shares that sense of vision, and that goal and objective for modern nation state of Fiji, we will be able to partner with you very successfully and be able to achieve those objectives. It's critically important through his vision that we develop those partnerships. We are able to think long term. We simply do not think up to our noses. We need to think beyond. We can give you numerous examples of where airports have been built previously, where the leaders at that time did not think that we could have larger aircraft, so we need longer runways. We have, for example, in Lambasa, a runway that's built between the bend of a river, but there's flat land on the other side of the river. If only they had chosen the land on the other side of the river, today we'd have a much longer runway in Lambasa. We now, as a result of the lack of vision, we have to find land somewhere else to build a brand new airport, which of course will cause us and cost a lot more money. This airport that is the runway is going to be lengthened and widened. Of course, as the Honourable Prime Minister said, will allow the 737s to land and take off on full load. At the moment, Fiji Airways does not necessarily make the full money that it's supposed to be making from a 737. It cannot carry the full cargo. It cannot carry the full number of passengers. So it loses out on revenue. Nassori Airport loses out on revenue. The people who live around this area loses out on the potential revenue. But by lengthening the runway, widening it, we'll be able to increase the wealth in this area. As the Honourable Prime Minister said, it also has a spillover effect on all the land value around this airport now. Because there'll be a lot more demand for services and a lot more people coming through Nassori Airport, more people want to live around here. More people want to benefit from that. And as a result of that, we actually have a partnership now with about 4 different landowning units, predominantly in the Western Division. We have one now here in Tailevu. We're actually helping landowners to develop and subdivide their own land. So many of the lands here that may be vacant, there's potential for the landowners to actually subdivide it and be able to sell it at premium prices, to sell the leases at premium prices, and they will be able to then become a lot more cash richer. This is the impact of this type of infrastructure development. It will also mean, ladies and gentlemen, as also highlighted by the Honourable Prime Minister, we have to ensure as government that we stick to transparent processes, we appoint people, the right people to the right jobs, and also ensure that in order for us to be able to have sustainability, that we adhere to all international standards and best practices. In this particular case, we have to adhere to the ICAO standards to ensure that Nassori Airport gets certified. As the CEO highlighted, Nassori Airport does not make any money at the moment for AFL. In fact, it makes a loss. But we are sure that AFL Nassori Airport will actually start making money very soon. And in fact, the land acquisition that has taken place means that in probably much longer than 5 years' time, we'll be able to lengthen the runway even further so we can have aircraft the size of A330 landing in Nassori Airport. We should be having one day, as the Honourable Prime Minister said, we now fly to San Francisco. We should be having direct flights from Nassori to San Francisco, Nassori to Narita, Nassori to Singapore, and Nassori to Los Angeles. This is the potential. And that potential can only be realized through a particular vision. And that vision comes from Honorable Prime Minister. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank everybody that has been part and parcel of this particular project. We'd like to thank, of course, the CEO, the board for the ability to implement these projects. We look forward to the Honorable Prime Minister taking the first scheduled flight to Rotuma by the end of this month. Fiji Airways has promised us that, and we assure the Honorable Prime Minister it's actually a large aircraft. It's ATR-72. And also we are looking forward to night landing in Lambasa Airport, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to also thank all the staff of AFL for the vigor, the energy. They have a very young team. A lot of these young people are bringing a new set of ideas and a new way of working, and we'd like to thank them. We'd like to, of course, look forward to the contractors, ensuring that they fulfill the contractual obligations on time and with the standard that is acceptable to ICAO standards, and of course various other participants that have contributed to this particular project. Ladies and gentlemen, with those few words, I'd like to also lastly once again acknowledge the landowners for your willingness to lease your lands to the Ministry of Lands. I'd like to also thank the Minister for Lands and his team for facilitating the various leaseholders who are here who have actually given up the land. We paid them compensation. We'd like to thank them for their willingness to do so, to ensure that this area of Nosori actually one day, very soon, in a couple of years' time, will completely be revitalized and changed for the economic well-being, not just of yourselves, but also everybody living in Fiji. Thank you.